So if you want to delete it, then how it will be going to delete, like click view prescription view information and delete prescription, and then we'll go into the delete prescription new info, what are the things we have to be deleting, and it will be coming back as a validation from the database, and it's going to be success and error message. So this is our GUI design, and I have developed in the sprint one, like for email, password, and login. And here you can see the sign up page and the all the type of features, and the UI design, like a background I have created as a black background because it looks good for that. So this is the fields I have implemented for the sprint one. Coming to sprint 2, so I have done so many changes. You can see the doctor not set, and because that prescription I have not added the doctor, that's the reason it came as a doctor not set. And second is the Praveen, and Praveen last name, like something I have added the wallets like this. And you can see the doctor view, and like all the prescription details here, and the prescription details here, like everything I have mentioned, all thing. This is the GUI design I using the Figma for that. So this design is really takes me to the brief deep in that. So I have each and every part I research and I created for this like a long time, because it's like a like wallet based, like we can easily swipe the prescription wallets like step by step. If you want to be select specific wallet, we can just select and we can show to the doctor or anyone else, like this is the things what I have it, what is the disease you have it, and what is the medicine you have used it from long time. So duration, time, and everything is mentioned in that. And we have the notification alert also there, like in the specific time we can show that icon and it will show that I am going to implement that in the sprint 3. And the email also, like you can share this prescription card to someone else, like it's like a wallet we can share to anyone else. They can easily identify like what's going on with you. So like if you're taking the medication from the one doctor and you want to send this to your family member, or like you want to be shared to someone in another country or something, you can just simply share this card. They can easily identify everything, so they can view your all the information from there, and they can help you to suggest something based on the your details and everything. So coming to here, like how we are going to be add the prescription details and everything, how you're editing and how you're removing. I have added the everything over there. So this is the fever. I just taken the example and everything I'm added here. And coming to the right side, you can see the profile picture. I just use the tiger, like just for I like that. So I just the normal profile picture I use it. So this is the thing how the profile page will be work like that, and save profile and delete profile. So when you click on the delete profile, it will directly wipe the data from the database. So you cannot even attempt to be logged. So you should be able to create the account again next time. So this is the UI design. And coming to the sprint 2, we have the QA testers and developers. Two types of boxes is there, and black box we do not know anything, and white box we know everything. So QA testers means like I do not have the QA testers. I am the developer, but what I have done is I just developed my app and I gave it to the who is working in my room, like somebody, and they are like a user, so they tested everything as a QA tester. So they have the experience with the QA, like they already having their work experience with the company with the QA testing. So they tested very well and give me the really great test cases to me. It's helping a lot. Like I just do verified bug fixings and everything. So I'm really so happy to say that like the name, and they're very happy and they're helping me like for testing this product. So it's really good for me. And coming to the black box testing is the QA testers. What they do is they will inputs and expected outputs. They will enter the some valid input inside of the app. Then they expect the same type of output back. So validity is the user of the functionality and behavior. And coming to the example of my app, enter login details is checking to the login works, and add prescription is very expiry and appears in the list. And ensuring the app works is expected from the user perspectives. And coming to the white box testing, this is what is white box testing. It's a developers. We are doing the white box testings because test the applications with the full knowledge of the code, because I know everything, all the code here, and focusing on the logic and structure and internal flow. And coming to the validator functions and conditions and data handling. Coming to the example of your app, for example, checking the Firebase data XYZ and validate from the validation functions and debugging API calls and errors, and ensure the code works correctly and internally. So I can test entire flow from the Visual Studio Code, like I'm using the Firebase, and how the API call works, how the database interacting, how the response is coming, and how the JSON data is coming, and I'm taking that data and binding to the front-end UI. And it looks like very user-friendly and anybody can easily use it. So that's the reason I developed this app. It's pretty advanced app, not in a market. It's very useful for entire world. And coming to the ID and the password login, so what I have tested in the ID and login, I'm showing here. Login module testing, functional testing. I have done the verify users login with the valid username and password, checking error message or for invalid credentials. If I enter the invalid credentials, or what type of message I'm getting, I check it here. And coming to the ensure login bottom works correctly, so it is working perfectly or not, I check it here. Validate forget password also functionality also I have tested here. And coming to the input validation test cases, username should be accept only valid email format, and passwords failed should not makes hidden, and prevent empty field submission, display error for incorrect inputs. And coming to the security testings, protection against the unauthorized accesses, and validate Firebase authentication and security, and ensure sessions is securely maintained. I have done in the sprint 2 here. And coming to the performance testing, it's a pretty straightforward. I was just did the login response holder, handle multiple login attempts, no app crash during the login process. These 3 steps I have done through step by step very clearly. And coming to the user experience testing, so after I developed the app, I gave to my room people, so everyone, I installed the app and they tested, it was working very good. They was very happy. So especially like one of my best friend, he is Uday, he used that app clearly and gone through the step by step, so that app is really helping him, and he told me to that he's using for his family also in India. So this app is really very useful for everyone. Coming to here, I did like a authenticated user, Cloud Firestone, and Cloud Functions. These 3 things I have used it for the step by step. Write and UID doc data and reverting or deleting, and security checks live here. So this is the unit testing I have done. This unit testing mainly focus on the test individual functions of the components and ensure small parts works to correctly. And example, email validations, password check, and do not developers to during the coding. So coming here in integration testing, what is the integration testing? Test interactions between the modules. For example, if you go to the ensure front end works with the backend Firebase, you don't know what the Firebase, how it works. It is a cloud database. It is given by the Google, and when example sign up, when we click on all the data, it is going to the database. It is a file database. So checking the API database communication, it is healthy or not. Like we are getting 200 type of error and 500 type of error and 340 error. So we are just checking everything and triggering. So we are exactly extracting the data from the database to front end properly. So we are using the integration testing for that. Everything I have clearly did it in the proper way. And coming to the system testing, what is the system testing? It is to test the component application, verify all the features together. Example, login, add, edit, delete prescriptions done in real environment. And user acceptance testing also I had done. So this is the performed by the all real users, which is on my roommates, like everyone, they are working professionals. They already did tested and it was really working fine. So examples, this app is easy to use. Yeah, it's really good for a user. And performance testing. Performance testing is test the speed and prosperity and checks behavior under the load of slow network. And example, loading prescriptions from the Firebase ensures smooth app performance. So now I'm going to be show my app, how it would be going to be looks like. So this is my app and I'm running. I'm just unlocking the phone. Just a moment. Yes, so here we have the unlocked the profile. I'm just clicking on the login page. So you can see here, account not valid or sign in failed. If you delete your profile, please sign up again, because already I have created the account. I just gave the demo, and after that I deleted that account. That's the reason we are not able to log into the same account. So I'm going to be show the other thing. So here I'm removing this old account and I'm entering the new one, peer@gmail.com. So this is the new account I have created.